Hey everybody, welcome to Bones and Brews. Today we're going to make some pimento cheese mac and cheese. So I already made my roux using that butter in the pan and then adding some of that flour. And then what I did is I made some homemade pimento cheese and then added that to that roux when I pulled it off that heat on the oven. So this is what we got here, that consistency of the cheese mix we're going to use for the mac and cheese. I used a pound of just Elbow Macaroni cheese I pre-cooked as well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to throw it in this aluminum pan. We're going to start with, I'm going to go and put that macaroni in there. And this is going to end up being a lot of food right here. And you put that, cook that entire box, that 1 pound of macaroni, trust me, that's a lot right there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in all that pimento cheese, that roux we made, all mixed together, and then we'll blend it together with sometimes that wooden spoon works a little bit better. Probably should have brought a spatula out for this one. So this is something I've been really wanting to make. I make pimento cheese, homemade pimento cheese all the time. And I've put it on top of smash burgers, on top of smoked chipotle burgers. I've put it inside bacon wrapped jalapenos. I've used it in lots of variations. And so today, we're going to give this a try. Alright, so we're going to mix this together. And then once it's all mixed together, I've got Weber Smoky Mountain going at about 300 degrees, actually a little warmer than usual. I've got some bacon wrapped jalapenos on there right now, by the way, as well. So we're going to mix this together, and then we're going to throw it on that smoker. It should take about 45 minutes to an hour at that temperature. I've also got a little mix of hickory and applewood on that smoker today as well. So while this is on the smoker, I'm going to fire up the Blackstone behind me, and I'm going to cook off a little bit of bacon, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to crumble that up so we can use that as a topping on the back end as well. Alright folks, this is mixed together. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this on the Weber Smoky Mountain, and then once it's done, we'll just come back and give it a taste test. Alright, we're about halfway through that cooking process. So we are going to open up that smoker here real quick. That cheese has started to blend in there, but I'm going to do a little more for the topping here for that second half of the cook. So I'm going to start with a little bit more of shredded cheese that we're going to place right across the top there. Just sprinkle just a little bit of that across the top of that. That would give it a little bit of more crust as it's cooking as well. I'm not going to be too excessive with it though. And then next thing is I'm going to take the Gospel from Meat Church here. You can use any kind of all-purpose barbecue rub. And I'm just going to do just a light coating of that across the top. And last but not least, I used my Blackstone. I cooked off some bacon, crumbled it up. So we're going to sprinkle that bacon across there as well. There we go, my friends. So we're going to close it back up. Should take about another 20 minutes. I am so excited to taste this pimento cheese mac and cheese, because I don't know if I already said it before, I love pimento cheese, especially when I make that homemade pimento cheese. And you can see here it's got that nice crust on top with that crumbled bacon we added on there as well. I wish you could smell this right now, folks. This is amazing just to smell this mac and cheese. I've done lots of smoked mac and cheeses. This one I'm really hoping, cross my fingers, that it's amazing as well. Grab myself a spoon. We're going to go in the corner here so I can get a little bit of crust on that side. Some of that bacon in there as well. Wow. So the creaminess of that pimento cheese, you can tell it just blended right through there. It's really an amazing taste. It's like, but it's not over the top. It's not too much. It doesn't, like, it's not way over to one side here for mac and cheese. It's just a light difference in the way that mac and cheese tastes. And you can tell I added some of that chopped jalapenos in there as well, because you got a little bit of kick. I must have had a little one in that bite as well. and that bacon on top. That's perfect, folks. This is amazing twist on that barbecue smoker mac and cheese you're making at home, or even, to be honest, you make it in the oven. I mean, just making your own mac and cheese is always amazing. And when you make your own pimento cheese to begin that process, that takes it over the top. Trust me. So this is amazing. We're gonna take it inside. I'm gonna keep it wrapped up because I'm getting ready to make some smash burgers here on the Blackstone as well. So this will be a great side dish this evening. And well, before I get that Blackstone fired up, might as well enjoy my beverage as well. Hey, as always, we really appreciate you watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We'll see you guys again on Bones and Brews.